We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender. It's all about the young police from Jamaica. See Young Police Channel. Big up yourself. Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of.
If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside this description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police Channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you will see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Before I dive into today's video, I want to pause to make a heartfelt appeal to each and every one of you watching. Please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Yes, why? Because this channel is not just another platform. It is a movement. Our motto is simple yet powerful. United we win. Divided we lose. This space is built for all people who believe in unity over division, in coming together rather than tearing each other apart, whether you're black, white, yellow, green or blue, whether you speak Spanish, Italian, German, French, Arabic. We're all one people. African. History has shown us time and time again that when we are divided, we become weaker. Our enemies gain ground. The loudest and most destructive voices dominate, and the ones who profit from confusion and chaos keep winning. And it's the rich people. Why this matter? When you subscribe, you are not just supporting a channel. You are standing for a cause. A cause that says we choose unity over rhetoric. We choose truth over propaganda. We choose strength in numbers over weakness in division. So look around. The ones who scream the loudest and push their destructive agendas are the very same ones who thrive when we divided. Yes, when we are divided, they thrive and they laugh at us because they know that they have a segment of the society who we call them special, or sometimes with us being raw, we call them dummies, because whether or not you want to believe it, when someone is going to vote against their own interests, you have been living in abject poverty and you keep voting year in, year out, and your life haven't changed. All you have to do is just change course, try something different. Same thing with the people them in a concrete jungle, Jones on my community. They have been sucking up to these people who have been for decades. I've been just robbing them. Just give them crumbs and chain them like dogs. So look around you. As I said, Beer, look around you. The ones who scream the loudest and push their destructive agendas are the same ones who thrive when we are divided. They feed off discord. They profit when neighbors fight neighbors. They grow stronger every time we allow ourselves to become distracted and divided. But when we come together, when we as a people stand as one, their power collapses. This is a movement bigger than us. Subscribing is not about me. It's about us. It's about joining a family, a collective, a voice of reason that will not be silenced. By subscribing, you are putting your weight behind a message that says, we will not allow division to destroy us. We will unite, we will rise, and we will win. So my brothers and sisters, I ask you, stand with me. Stand with this community. Hit the subscribe button right now and let's show the world what unity looks like. Because remember, united we win, divided we lose. Unity is strength, and you can't beat that. Talking about SSP Cameron again, Wayne Cameron. You know, the same police claim saying brighter than everyone. I am bright, and no police can. I don't work on the police war. Not smart as I am. I am the smartest. I am the best. I am the brightest. This man is the Frankenstein in our police force. Yeah. When you speak of legacy, we are not talking about rank, salary, or years of service. Legacy is what you leave behind for others to remember. Your impact on the institution, the respect you earn, and the inspiration you pass on to future generation. SSP Wayne Cameron have none to pass on. And we can tell you that this man, he owed millions of dollars to the business communities them where he used to work. Senton, Portland, Senton, just out and other places. Yeah, people complaining that he owe them the money, and the man don't want to pay. Oh, if you borrow people money and I want to pay, boss man. And you understand? You claim say you're bright, but you walk and borrow people money. Or what kind of bright police here, and you beggy and licky and you borrow people money? I'm telling you, people gamble, them always in a problem. So for some officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, their legacy is discipline, innovation, courage, and sacrifice. For others, their legacy, like Cameron, yes, their legacy like Cameron is arrogance, indiscipline, drunkenness, and gambling. This man owed millions of dollars to people out there that he had borrowed their money and refused to pay them because he's a police officer. So what is the legacy of SSP Wayne Cameron? Well, let us examine carefully. One of Cameron's most consistent traits is his ability to respect is not his ability to respect authority, is his inability to respect authority. He has refused transfer, refused to work under superiors, even wrote the Commissioner of Police to declare that he would not serve under officers he deemed incompetent. This arrogance is not confidence, it is outright insubordination. And insubordination left unchecked, poison discipline in the force. When younger officers see senior officers behaving like this without consequences, they learn the wrong lessons, that arrogance can replace obedience and ego can outweigh duty. Cameron's legacy in this regard is one of rebellion against the chain of command. Remember, this man have a reputation of drunkenness, gambling addiction. So we're going to move, we're telling you about this man behavior, how man just borrow people their money and no one pay them. Brothers and sisters, when we talk about leadership in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, we expect men of integrity. We expect men who carry the badge with honor. Men who protect the people. Men who inspire trust. But today, we are faced with a man whose very name has become the stain of the uniform, SSP Wayne Cameron. Not only is this man known as a gambler, not only is he a drunkard who, in his stupor, had pissed on himself, yes, in the government khaki uniform, many times, People that down a port where him work, say him piss up himself and when him drink, boy, him out just go loose. We're not going to talk about no rear admiral business, a theme thing that him want to do to. You understand? Not only is he the subject of allegation of stealing monies, millions from the Police Officers Association account, now more troubling revelations are coming to light. Businessmen across Jamaica, in St. Andrew South, St. Ann, Portland, and ports say this senior policeman borrowed money from them and flatly refused to pay it back. But if you borrow people, I never do all them things when me a police. Oh, I'm a SSP and I borrow money. Gambling habit. Let us break this down carefully. Because Cameron behavior is not random, it's a pattern. 1. Drunkard. A man entrusted with public safety, often intoxicated to a point of losing control of his body. 2. A pattern of disgrace, I tell you now, a gambler, known for a compulsion that eats away the discipline and integrity. 3. Alleged thief, accused of dipping his hands into the police officer's account. Yeah. Siphoning 19 million and interest. Yeah, man, to himself. Allegedly, that's what him say. So, debtor to businessmen borrowing money from decent, hard-working Jamaicans, then refusing to repay them. Ties to criminals, seen in the company of known gangsters raising questions about where his true loyalties lie. Any police race close to Skendon, Kevin Tillaba Roberts, Daniel Williams, I'm in a good police. I'm going to call some other name. Or even the boy named Rev from St. Elizabeth. Now imagine you are a small businessman in St. Andrew South. You work hard, running a shop, a transport service, a little construction also. Along comes a senior policeman, SSP Wayne Cameron. He borrows money. What do? You lend it. Why? Because you trust the uniform. But then weeks turn into months, months turn into years. You ask for your money and Cameron refuses to pay. What can you do? This is not just any man. This is a policeman, a senior one. A man with power. A man who has friends in high places and worse, a man who has been seen in the company of known criminals. So now you are stuck. Do you report him to the police hierarchy? If you do, you fear for your safety. If you don't, you lose your money. This is the power of corruption. It traps ordinary people into silence. Let's not gloss over this point. These businessmen are afraid to go on the record. Why? Because they fear retaliation. They have seen Cameron in company of a known Jamaican criminal more than once them see him. They believe he has the protection of men who live outside the law. They will kill them, so they're afraid. So their money is gone. Their voices are silenced. And Cameron continues to strut in uniform, untouchable. This is not just about unpaid debts. This is about intimidation. This is about how corruption robs decent Jamaicans, not only of their money, but of their courage to speak. And this is where the Commissioner of Police comes in. These businessmen are demanding one thing: accountability. They want the Commissioner to call Wayne Cameron into his office. They want the Commissioner to say to him, give me the list. Who do you owe money to? And that's how you're going to get the name of the people them. Because once him give the Commissioner, so I am being the conduit for these business people to the Commissioner of Police, for Wayne Cameron to supply the people them name. So that the people them him come now and say, people them put out him name and say him owe them money and all kind of thing. Because the force cannot afford to carry a man who owes debts all over the island, ducking and dodging decent citizens while wearing the government uniform. How can you lead men when you cannot honor your own debt? How can you enforce the law when you are breaking the trust of your own people? This is a man of two worlds. Let us be honest here. Wayne Cameron walks in two worlds. By day, he wears the badge. By night, he sits in the company of criminals. And if not buts. By day, he demands respect as an SSP. By night, he disrespects hard-working citizens by refusing to pay what he owes. Oh, if you do that, as I never borrow money from people in a police force. How him do it? I mean, I was a constable. Through gamble. Drunkenness and gambling. Him always drunk. By day, he boasts of being intelligent and untouchable. I am the brightest. I am this, I am that. And you don't know, say, I am a damn fool. That's what you are. By night, the battle, the dice, the cards, and the IOUs control his life. This is not a leader. Wayne Cameron is a parasite, sucking respect out of the force and money out of the hands of business people. Decent people too. Yes. Every time Cameron's urinate on himself in the uniform, every time he's seen gambling, every time he borrows money and refuses to repay, every time he's spotted with criminals, he sends a clear message to the public. The JCF protects its own, even when they disgrace the badge. That perception is deadly. Wish you know him can empower to say, yeah, I want to be like him. Like when I was 4, I saw Tom living and said, I want to be like him, that detective. Wish you thought, man, I want to be a drunk in police. A police borrow people money and pay. No, I don't want to do that. Because when people lose faith in the police, they stop cooperating. You can't report nothing to a man like this. This man is compromised. You can't tell him anything. You can't tell him anything about criminality. Can we sell you out? Just like how cowboy sell out a mother and her daughter, a pregnant daughter, a cockburn pen, and them kill bully them kill the woman because the police them find a AK-47 around here on Sunday, and him sell the information for $1 million and them kill the mother and the daughter who was pregnant. You can't trust them police here. Depraved mind. And a cure Clapping Knight did when he was Iman Donovan Oxoconnor, Peter Phillips and Francis Farr protect them, and Johnson. Yeah, Tilford Johnson. So when the people them stop reporting crime, they turn to dons instead of lawmen. And who benefits when the police lose trust? The criminals. Wayne Cameron's behavior doesn't just shame him, it strengthens the underworld. And yet Cameron struts around as if he's the brightest mind in the force, as if no one can supervise him, as if he's untouchable. But what is the truth? Cameron is a drunkard who soils his uniform, piss it up. A gambler who can't resist the dice, the card pack, the dominoes. An alleged thief who dipped into the POA funds. A debtor who owes businessmen across Jamaica. A policeman who keeps company with criminals. For your friend Dana Williams and all of them, and Skendang, and Tiliba Roberts. Kevin Tiliba Roberts, you're a criminal. Them the man that have nothing decent about them, a criminal at heart. The commissioner of police must act. The force must act. The public must demand answer. Where's the investigation into the $19 million missing from the POA account? Where is the inquiry into the complaints of businessmen in St. Andrew South, Senton and Portland? Where is the accountability for a man who urinates on himself in uniform, disgracing every officer who wears it with pride? This is not time for silence. This is the time for discipline. So let us ask again, what is Wayne Cameron's legacy? It is not of courage. It is not discipline. It is not inspiration. Wayne Cameron's legacy is gambling, pissing up himself in uniform, drinking, alleged theft of millions, unpaid debts to businessmen, intimidation through association with criminals, a force weakened by his arrogance and corruption. And until the Commissioner of Police take decisive actions, his disgrace will not only define him, but will stain the JCF itself. SSP Wayne Cameron must not be shielded. He must be called out, investigated and dismissed. because Jamaica cannot afford to have a gambler, a drunkard, a debtor, and a disgrace sitting at the senior table of law enforcement. This man is a disgrace. Man walk and borrow money from the people that refuse to pay. You are a disgrace to the Jamaican people. Talking about I am the brightest. You're a disgrace. Piss a bed, Cameron. Yeah, and to the friends and Cumberland of Rain Cameron, if one of you can, I see a policeman, say that what I'm saying is lies about Wayne Cameron. And since as you know it's lies, why don't you come on and defend it? I post the number. So, this man has a reputation for drunkenness. Policing requires discipline of body and mind. This man is not a young man, he's not a crime fighter. People fight crime and them thing there, you mean? Whether or not you want to believe it, at times when you go out there and them thing there. Yeah, police have to have some spirit and all them thing there, whether or not you want to believe it. Because, hey, you see a police are working all center. If you as a policeman work at a place like St. Andrew South and you have and you don't drink and them thing, there's nothing wrong. But if you drink, because sometimes, if you face them, if you go out there on the street in a St. Andrew South, sometimes you have to earn the two, me I tell you, you mean? Because you have some dangerous criminal the way you have to deal with, You understand? Well, and I like so we promote drinking and them thing, because we don't know if it's, if police can drink upon a job like in my time, in my time, that was a part of it, in our culture, police, suck up them rum, I just saw it go. And we applaud all of the hard-working police officers, them stay focused and remember them out of office. An officer's judgment, reflexes and decision can mean life or death. Wayne Cameron, I have to ask, the only time Wayne Cameron never fire film gun or when he go upon, what you call it, when he went on the range. I don't think this guy went through the kind of training that, them guys are baby police to me. Yeah, baby police. Yeah. You understand? Him can't walk in my shoes. Not under my class captain shoes. Wayne Joseph, the assistant commissioner, I talk about Casey, not bright like him. Him never killed three robber in a 4 robber in a robbery yet. I'm not sure in my kind of police, if him say a robbery I go on him, them hide film gun and then robber them, we find him gun and kill him. Wayne Joseph, now that my class captain was assistant commissioner of police, he might lit down the robber them like what him do already. Lit down 4 of them one time, 4 gun. Take them on and beat them. Because one thing with criminals, them can't deal with challenges. Them only bad because them have people where them can't bully when they have no gun. But if the people have gun, yeah, you can't take them out. Because them can't shoot like you. Them only can't fire the gun. But 9 out of 10 times, them can't shoot like you as the police. So you get for all years. So them expect for, shoot, steal like 6 inches and shoot them victim. Further than that, them can't shoot you. May I tell you that? A lucky shot sometimes when police get on them thing there. So moving on. So, but when Wayne Cameron has carried a reputation as a notorious drunkard and gambler, reports abound of him being intoxicated while on duty, even to the point of losing self-control. Man piss up himself, smell rank like a billy goat. Officers under his command have witnessed this, and it has destroyed morale. People are working with the man and like him. The man work anywhere and people like him. Most of the people them do not like him because he have a communication skill problem. He have this superior complex when he seems superior to everybody and everybody else is inferior to him. As if he have 10 life and others have 1. What kind of legacy is that? Instead of being remembered, a man of discipline, remembered as a man who let the battle control him. Gambling is not just a pastime for compulsive gamblers. It is an addiction as destructive as cocaine or alcohol. That's how this man a theme thing that. Yeah, so whether or not a gambler cannot be trusted with money or responsibility, because the addiction consumes everything. Allegations have swirled that Cameron, as chairman of the Police Officers Association, abuses access to the organization's account, allegedly withdrawing millions to gambling. Whether those allegations are proven or not, the stain is there. And we don't want the police force cover up nothing for him, you know. Make him retire in an interest right now, make him face the music. Just like a constable committing crime and him go to prison. Him supposed to face the music. Whether those allegations are proved or not, a stain is there. His legacy is one of suspicion, of trust squandered, and of an officer seen as a liability with money in his hands. Leadership is about motivating others, earning their respect, and guiding with vision. SSP Wayne Cameron's leadership has produced the opposite. During his tenure as commanding officer at CENTAM 2015 to 2016, he presided over pure turbulence. His deputy felt alienated and disrespected. He made rash decisions without consultation, and when challenged, he retaliated with false report to headquarters. Smear the police officers that may speak truth until them find out him a liar, him a notorious liar. Then he run to him PMP operatives and then put him a sentence just out. Promote him and put him there. The result, near mutiny. His leadership created division instead of unity. Resentment instead of respect. His legacy as a leader is failure, not inspiration. Some men rise to arrogance after achieving greatness. Cameron rose to arrogance without achieving anything of worth. He boasted that no one is as intelligent as him, that no one can supervise him, and that he is the brightest mind in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But what are his accomplishments? What innovations did he leave behind? What system did he improve? What community did he transform? None. There is none. The man have no legacy. The only legacy the man have is a drunkard, a gambler, and a man who borrow people money and a pay it. And an arrogant dummy. Compare him to ACP, Granville John Gars, SSP Dudley Bryan, or ACP Wayne Josephs. These men motivated juniors, fought criminals, and built systems of respect. Cameron cannot shine their shoes. His legacy is boastfulness without substance. Perhaps Cameron's greatest legacy is not personal but symbolic. He is a symbol of what happened when the JCF failed to enforce discipline. Instead of punishing Cameron for insubordination, they promoted him. Instead of disciplining him for drunkenness, pissing up himself in the uniform, they transfer him. Instead of cutting him off for arrogance, they rewarded him. Cameron is not just one man. He's a Frankenstein monster created by a system that nurtured arrogance, excused incompetence, and reward failure. This is his true legacy. I have my legacy. I have left my legacy on the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The bicycle that police officers are riding today in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. That is my brainchild. What is Wayne Cameron's brainchild? That is my brainchild of fighting crime. Because I am a man from the ghetto. I know criminals think. I born and raised around them. Yes, I don't brag and I don't boast about my legacy in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But that is it right there. Yes, that is me. That is Bobby Reds. Yours truly. The late Lincoln Castle. And the great Carl Nelson. That's the man who arrested Junior Cat. Yeah. When I say arrest, he did not search him or anything like that, you know. But he was forced. He was the arresting officer who did not find any bullet on Junior Cat. And I am the one who told him to do the right thing and save Junior Cat from going to prison innocently. And Junior Cat even disrespected me for that. But God as my witness, know that I have done what is not who is right, but what is right. God, I spoke to Nelson. Bad police, brave. Them man, they have them legacy. So he's a part of that legacy. Did any of us receive any award or any accolades? No. I will never seek any. Because what we were doing, because we love Jamaica. We hate criminals with a passion. And we do it because, and we do it without no fanfare. Because we enjoy coming to work in the morning early to protect the people. Then we take the bus them for come through our police area and deal with the criminal them too. We mash up a whole heap of gang. Many gangs. So that's why you hear them say, boy, all kind of things with us. But hey, look, like I said before, everything we do it in our amateur life. If you try to kill me, yeah man, if you try we are deal with you. So I am Chris Porter, I'm on born and raised in Iberia Beast, Jonestown and Concrete Jungle, Kingston 12. From that crucible of fire, where criminals were glorified and lawmen were despised, I choose a different path. I choose a badge. By becoming a police officer for my community, that's like treason to them. But as for me, I know that these people were dummies, and most of them would not live as long as yours truly. So I joined. From I was 4, Tom Levine was my hero, a policeman, not a criminal. So when I joined the Jamaica Constabulary Force, I wasn't chasing power, popularity, or perks. I was chasing purpose. I wanted to leave behind something that would outlast me, and I did. Yes, my legacy in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, no guy can take that from me. All of the police, them, everyone I want to ride bicycle at Jamaica, and me, yours truly, and Bobby Reds, we just come up with that idea. Because we never have no vehicle. Them time the PMP, LGBTQ plus criminal organization, defund the police force, and leg out the beast man with the criminals them. So my legacy is not rumor, not a boast, not a story passed down in bars. My legacy is operational to this day. It began with me, Bobby Reds, then later Carl Nelson and Kirk Palmer, who has since passed away. Together we birthed something that still lives and breathes in the force. That's the mark of true service. When what you started continues even after you leave, that's legacy. I was a detective constable, not a high rank, not a man with medals pinned to my chest. But rank does not define legacy. Contribution does. Integrity does. Vision does. That is my legacy. Wayne Cameron can't clean the dirt off of my shoes. What is SSP Wayne Cameron's legacy? Now, let's turn the spotlight on SSP Wayne Cameron, a man who struts with arrogance, but whose records reads like a rap sheet. Now, let's turn the spotlight on SSP Cameron, a man who struts with arrogance, but whose records read like a rap sheet. What is his legacy? SSP Wayne Cameron legacies. So I compare his legacy, my SSP and me leave as a detective constable. Let us list it plain. 1, this is his legacy. 1, insubordination. He refused transfers. He refused to work under his superiors. He wrote letters to the commissioner declaring he would not serve under men he called incompetent. That is not bravery. It is rebellion. 2, Mohammed, drunkenness. He has been known to drink himself into stupors to the point of urinating, pissing up himself while wearing the government's khaki uniform. That is not discipline, it is disgrace. 3, gambling addiction. Compulsive gambling has been his reputation for years. And when a gambler holds access to money, temptation becomes theft. The allegation of millions missing from the Police Officers Association are not surprising. They are consistent with the pattern of a man enslaved by addiction. 4, arrogance without achievement. This man has no achievement. He boasts that no one is as intelligent as him, that no one can supervise him. Yet, where is his record? Where are his innovations? I have mine, I left mine, my legacy. Where are his lasting contributions? He has left nothing but scandal in his wake. 5, division instead of unity. His time as commanding officer of St. Andrew South, Ports, Portland, brought turbulence, hostility and near mutiny. Instead of motivating officers, he alienated them. Instead of building trust, he destroyed morals. 6, a stain on the reputation of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Every allegation, every drunken episode, every unpaid debt to businessmen across Jamaica, every whisper of criminal association, each one stains not just his name, but the name of every decent officers who wear the badge with honor. So here is the contrast. I, Chris Porter, left behind an idea that grew into a system still alive in the Jamaica Constabulary Force to this day. September 16, 2025. Yes, Cameron leaves behind a trail of chaos. I built with others, Bobby Reds, Carl Nelson, and Kirk Palmer. Cameron divides and destroys. My name is tied to contribution. His name is tied to compulsion, corruption, and contempt. Legacy is not what you say about yourself. Legacy is what lives after you. So when I ask, what is my legacy? I can point to something real, tangible, still in operation. When I ask, what is SSP's, Wayne Cameron's legacy? The answers are ugly. Insubordination, drunkenness, gambling, arrogance, division, disgrace. When history is written, my name will stand among those who choose service over self. But Cameron, he will not be remembered among the greats. He will be mentioned with men like Harry Bungles, Renita Adams, Steve McGregor, political operative in our police force. He will not be mentioned with men like Granville John Gaz, Dudley Bryan, or ACP Wayne Josephs. He will remember as a cautionary tale, a living warning of what happens when arrogance is tolerated, when addiction is excused, and when incompetence is rewarded instead of punished. That is his legacy, and it's a bitter one. So the lesson is this: legacy is not about rank, it's about righteousness. A detective constable with integrity can leave behind more than a senior superintendent with arrogance. A man from the belly of the beast can create something that lasts, while a man with stars on his shoulder, a star and a crown, can destroy everything he touches. I, Chris Porter, have my legacy. It is alive, it's real, it is respected. The bicycles that police officers ride in every cubicle and corner with police on it. Yours truly, I did it. I didn't get any allowance to ride it because it was not part of it. It was because of the success of the bicycle patrol. Ons Beer 4, in which it evolved from bicycle to bike to a motor. So, remember, I am a man from the belly of the beast. You can create something which lasts. Yeah, that lasts, while a man with stars on his shoulder and crown can destroy everything he touches. I, Chris Porter, have my legacy. It's alive, it's real, it is respected. SSP Wayne Cameron also have as a legacy. It is not honorable, it is not inspiring, it is not lasting. It is a warning, a stain, a disgrace. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the bitter truth. This man is a disgrace to the Jamaica Constabulary Force and should be kicked out forthwith. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.